Admiral Green Bull became furious and grabbed Dragon Momo. Yamato was about to attack, but Momo suddenly said, "Yamato, you must not fight." The samurais and Yamato were shocked to hear Momo's words. Chapter 1055 begins. Momo says, "You must not, Yamato." Yamato replies, "Why not? Why can't I fight him?" Momo insists, "You must not. Don't you dare strike him." In a fit of rage, the Admiral throws Momo forcefully towards the ground. Raizo uses his technique and throws a huge burst of fireballs towards the Admiral. The Admiral rages and uses his attack called Firebreak Forest, saying, "Do you think I could hold my position as an Admiral of Navy HQ if I were actually susceptible to such an obvious weakness?" While raging, he directly stabs Raizo, causing him to struggle. Green Bull grabs Raizo tightly, and blood spills out. The other samurais also try to attack, but the raging Admiral catches them all, rendering them helpless. The scene shifts to Kazuki Sukiyaki's secret chamber beneath the palace. Robin says, "I am surprised you found us." Law replies, "You weren't with the others, so obviously I was suspicious." Robin retorts, "Don't act like I'm some kind of hyena." Sukiyaki warns them, "Watch your step. There's mold down here." Before we proceed, I'd like to mention that I've been working on this video for a solid 4 hours. I believe that after putting in so much effort, I deserve your support in the form of subscribing to the channel. Check out a variety of cool one-piece merchandise, including hoodies, straw hats, keychains, and airpods and other cool items, with a link and a 10% discount code provided in the description and comments section. Sukiyaki then continues, "I never told Kaido or Orochi about this route, but because Jack, the lead performer, was a fishman, they discovered the poneglyph quickly." Robin questions, "Why would being a fishman make it easy to spot?" Sukiyaki replies, "You'll see for yourself soon enough." Law interrupts, asking, "How long will this take?" Sukiyaki says, "Oh, let's say several centuries into the past." Robin is confused, but suddenly notices a dim light and asks, "Where is this dim light coming from?" Sukiyaki replies, "There's a glass block at the end of that tunnel. Go ahead and look through it. We are on the seafloor at this point." Law and Robin both proceed to look through the glass block and are shocked. Law exclaims, "Huh? It's Wano at the bottom of the sea?" Sukiyaki explains, "This is Wano from about 800 years ago, a different Wano." Law asks, "But what does that mean?" Sukiyaki responds, "It means just as I said. Whatever happened in the past is unclear to me. The fact that this is not seawater probably explains its good preservation. What it means is that there was once a Wano with an enormous Mount Fuji. At some point, great walls grew around the island, and it filled up with rainwater. The people had to abandon their flooded towns, and instead created new land on the side of the mountain for a new country." Robin says, "And that's the Wano of today?" Sukiyaki confirms, "It is." Sukiyaki opens a secret door, and they see the road poneglyph. Robin and Law are shocked to see it. Robin says, "There it is, the third one. With one more, we'll be able to get to Laugh-Tale." Sukiyaki says, "We are now high up in the caves at the foot of Fuji. It is further down into the earth." Robin says, "Where the ancient weapon Pluton is said to rest." Sukiyaki replies, "I have never seen it for myself, and I can't show it to you now. In order to retrieve Pluton, the walls will need to be torn down. In other words, opening the borders means destroying the country's natural defense and unleashing an ancient weapon onto the world." Robin says, "Opening the country will release the weapon? But why did Kozuki Oden want to do such a thing?" Sukiyaki responds, "I have told you everything that has been passed down through the shogunate's line. I could not tell you what Oden learned in his travels abroad." The scene shifts to the flower capital, where Admiral Green Bull rages and says, "Mere human beings cannot match the might of nature itself. Don't you get it? It was Kaido's presence that kept me from coming here. Sad as it is to admit, Kaido's rule was a deterrent that kept enemies away from this land. Now bring me Straw Hat Luffy. Once I have taken his head, I'll be on my way." Yamato says to Momo, "We can rely on Luffy and his friends for help. They are better than him." Momo replies, "That is not an option, and I won't ask for your help either. Don't bother. You have been trapped on Onigashima for all this time, and this is finally your chance to be free. So I am giving you a proper send-off. Luffy, Zoro, and the rest are fighting battles for me all this time. We are the ones who will stay behind in our country. We must be able to drive off any enemy. If we must ask for help from those who are able to leave, then we will never be able to protect Wano." Yamato is shocked, and Momo continues, "Begone, forest monster! Begone from here!" The Admiral mocks Momo, saying, "Listen to you squalling like a little kid. I didn't know dragons could sound so pathetic. Suddenly, Momo breathes fire and prepares his fire attack, shocking the Admiral. Momo unleashes his attack and throws a powerful fire blast directly towards the Admiral. The Admiral feels the pain as the samurais are shocked and released from his grasp, as the Admiral's body burns. The samurais are amazed as Momo throws fire like Kaido. Momo breathes fire again, preparing another attack. Yamato says, "Incredible! Has he mastered his dragon body now? But still, his aim isn't great." Momo unleashes another attack, burning the entire gigantic body of the Admiral. The Admiral regenerates and says, "Goodness, you are trying to burn down an entire town." The Admiral becomes furious and declares, "So you mean business? Fine. But you are a pitiful replacement for Kaido. I will skewer you from mouth to tail." Suddenly, a great burst of haki comes from the sea. The haki strikes the Admiral, causing him immense pain. Struggling, the Admiral says, "Wait, stop. That's Supreme King Haki. Who's doing that? The red-haired pirates? Are you nearby?" The scene shifts to the sea, where Lucky says, "Captain, easy with the sudden haki blasts. The new guys are foaming at the mouth." Raging Shanks says, "Now I'm not accusing you of fighting dirty Navy, man. But when the newcomers who just changed pirating history are exhausted from their feet, don't you think what you're doing is a bit much?" Shanks remembers the past of Momo and Luffy and says in anger, "Are you that afraid of the new era?" The Admiral responds, "Look, I'm not picking a fight with you guys. Not yet. Fine, fine." As the Admiral leaves, both Momo and Yamato feel relieved. The scene shifts to the flower capital, where everyone is enjoying themselves. Then the scene shifts to the top of a cliff, where King and the monster trio are present. Luffy smiles and says, "He's gone." Sanji says, "Ah, we don't get to fight." Zoro remarks, "Not bad, Momo, not bad." Jinbe adds, "That was some monstrous haki being thrown around, though." Luffy asks, "Yeah, what was that?" He smiles and continues, "It made me think of a familiar face." And the chapter ends. Before we proceed, I'd like to mention that I've been working on this video for a solid 4 hours. I believe that after putting in so much effort, I deserve your support in the form of subscribing to the channel.